Congrats, right? You got a daughter?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
We can start there if you want to. Yeah. How does that?
2 or 3?
3. Yeah. 2 boys, 1 girl.
Yeah. How did that change your perspective, add motivation, whatever the case may be?
No, yeah. I mean, shoot. I mean, it's definitely this time around. You know, obviously having an infant, especially being a girl, it's more kind of like, you know, when you're tired and stuff like that. It's kind of like, oh, what do you need, baby girl? Versus, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what now? So.
Just wait for 14 years.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Mother's Day is Sunday, so.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff teed up for Mother's Day. Yep.
Hey, now that you've had some time with Lou, what are your first takeaways and first impressions?
Yeah, with Lou, I mean, it's been, you know, obviously when we first hired him and everything, you know, I got to talk to him on the phone and see him in person and stuff like that earlier in the off season, and we had some great conversations, you know, just about like, you know, the mindset and, you know, how we're going to move forward and things like that as a defense, and wanting to be, you know, one of the top defenses in the league and what it's going to take, you know, from obviously character, accountability, work ethic wise, and all the things, and, you know, obviously the trust factor, you know, and you know, from coaches to players, players to coaches, and players to players, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're all on the same page, and it's been some great energy, and you know, when I was doing my research up on him and stuff like that, you know, I saw that a lot of the players back in Cincy used to call him the mad scientist, and I found out why when I got the first install. You know what I mean? Just like it's been some good stuff. So you know, it gets the guys going and communicating, and there's been a lot of communication the past couple of days out there on the field. So it's been great.
This is such a different defense now from January. I mean, coordinator, then you get the safety, you get the corner, you get JT. Does that sort of excite you for what this defense can be and grow?
Yeah. Most definitely. You know what I mean? The great additions that we made in the free agency and in the draft, obviously with the coaches and you know, and it'll. Some of the guys here too, you know, to be able to, you know, utilize some of their skill sets in this defense and keep offenses guessing. You know, not everything's going to always look the same, or there's going to be a bunch of different looks. You know, and it's going to be fun.
You said at the end of the season that you wanted, you know, to the organization to make some moves in free agency. When they signed Ward and Bynum, what did that mean for you?
No, yeah, I mean, I was excited. You know what I mean? I feel like obviously Mooney and Bynum, they both are, you know, both dynamic players, big playmakers, bringing a lot of energy, you know, to the defense, and I think they're going to help us a lot, you know, obviously moving forward, and I'm excited to, you know, get to play alongside them.
How do you see Lou's, like the way that he deploys his coverages with disguises and just being multiple back there? How do you see that helping you guys out as a front?
I mean, even just watching the film and seeing, you know, he was just explaining today, and one of the looks, you know what I mean? It's gonna, you know, look like a certain coverage for the offense, and then you got guys dropping out, you know, on a critical third down, and you know, quarterback hitches, and you know, Rush is able to get home, and it's just like little things like that, where, you know, it's supposed to be a quick game, and you know, he thinks it's man, it's a certain zone, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's not there. Now he's trying to tuck it and run, and you know, Rush gets there. So it's like little things like that on those third and shorts, where we can steal it down and things like that. So it's been awesome to really, you know, learn and watch, see it on film, see it come to life, and really go out there and do it.
But what changes, if anything, for you at this point in your career, just like off-season training wise? Do you think your body that as you've gotten up there in reps that changed?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been working with my trainer a lot in the off season, and you know, we both talked about just, you know, getting more quality reps than quantity. You know what I'm saying, when I'm working out and stuff like that. And I think it's been working out really well. And also just, you know, picking up some new things. You know, I did some early in the off season. I usually just stick with like some cardio and some core, and try not to do, you know, too much heavy impact stuff. And picked up some Pilates. You know what I mean? And yeah, inner thigh muscles. Burn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, got a lot of respect for that.
But when you, at the end of the last season, we talked about, hey, we need more accountability on our side of the ball and things like that. How do you think Lou can help with that. Obviously, it's early, but his first day here, he was like, I don't care what your resume is. You have to prove it.
No, yeah, and he relayed that message to the group. You know what I mean? Which I love, and I mean it keeps everybody on their toes and making sure they're in their playbook, doing the thing, doing the right things, and on and off the field, and it's encouraging. You know what I'm saying? As a competitor, as a player, when you got that type of accountability coming from the coach, and now it's up to the players to relay that message amongst each other.
Have you felt the need at all to specifically talk to Anthony just about where he's at entering a critical season, or is that something that different side of the ball?
No, I mean, I'm sure at some point I'm gonna, have a conversation with him and stuff like that to really catch up. It's just been, obviously it's, he's got his things that he's working on right now, and I'm still dealing with my schedule after here at home and getting things right with 3 little ones. So, trying to get that dynamic down. So, but at some point I'll definitely have that conversation. You know what I mean? And but I can tell just from watching him the past couple of days or past week or so. I mean, he's dialed in.
What's been your interaction with Samson and his return from the Achilles? And I mean, what do you expect? I mean, that's a tough injury.
Yeah, it is a tough injury, and I've been here throughout his rehab process when he was out here rehabbing because I stayed out here pretty much like all through February, and then left for about 5 weeks. So I was here while he's been rehabbing and coming in and getting my treatment and stuff like that as well, and just seeing how optimistic he's been and seeing how hard he's been working and everything to get back, and he's been looking really good, and so I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do coming back on a comeback season. I know he's excited to go out there and prove to everybody what he can do.
Sort of can be a wild card because you don't know what to expect from a guy coming off that injury.
Yeah, for sure, and I think usually with any injury, obviously his one is a major one, but when you're coming off any injury, it's just getting that confidence back. You know what I'm saying? And I think when the bullets are flying in training camp and he's really out there and cleared, it might be a little integration period where he's kind of getting used to full speed movements all over again. But I think Samson will be back to full strength just based off of the rehab and the work he's been putting in.